You made it. It's over. It's over. Now, how did you do? How did you do? Did you pass? Did you get 100%? Did you get 200%? Can't do that. If you did well, you probably know you can't get 200%. I hope you did well. By the way, if I helped you at all pass this Regents exam, tell your parents they could always donate a little bit to the cause, if you know what I mean, because I need a new computer. Anyway, let's get started. By the way, if you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so. So let's see what we got here. We're going to start right away. This is the January 2016 hot off the press answer key. Problems 1 through 14. The next video will have problems, I don't know, 15 through 27, something like that. And then the rest of it, and then it'll be part 2, 3, and 4. So keep checking out. All right, let's get started because I know you guys are anxiously awaiting. Here we go. So, first one. Anybody missed this problem? You were sleeping or you just don't know how to read the English language. Okay. If you read through this question, it says, we'll highlight slightly, which segment of the population will provide the most unbiased results or the least biased? So the least biased would be every 10th person 18 years of age or older. All the other ones have bias. Of course the skaters want it. Of course old people don't want it because old people never want things for little kids. That's not necessarily true. Your parents, grandparents love you, at least most of them, but they don't always want to increase their taxes. And any group opposed to increasing taxes, yeah, that's not the right answer. So choice 4. Question 2. I think probably highly missed question just because it says which does not terminate. I hope you had a highlighter like this that you can highlight things like not terminate. I hope you didn't miss this one. Okay, basically, well, here's what happens. The first one, if we go negative 300 degrees, negative 300 degrees brings us right about here. That's negative, which is the right answer. Now, why are the other ones not correct? The other ones are not correct because, well, let me check I want to keep going with my answer key up here. Oh, man, where'd it go? Because I'm going to follow along with my work. So I want to make sure I don't make any dumb mistakes because I want you to get all anxious and then give me hate mail. Anyway, negative 50 degrees would be about there. That's negative 50 degrees. That's in the 4th quadrant. Here's an answer. Yep. I was right. Someone I know made a mistake on that problem. Not going to say who, nooms. Anyway, 280 degrees. There's 270, and 10 more with 280. And 10,030, well, that requires us to do a little bit of work. What we got to do is you got to take 10,030, and you got to keep subtracting off 360. Enter. Subtract off another 360. Minus 360. Enter. Oh, 310 degrees. So 310 degrees, that's 270, plus some more brings us into this degrees. So all of these would end in the 4th quadrant, so they are not the correct answer. Choice 1. All right, what you want to do on a problem like this is A, cry, because it's complex fractions. Oh, by the way, when I do my complex fractions and put the answer key out for my favorite students across New York State, I drink Brugger's coffee. They pay me nothing. I don't even know why I do this, but the coffee's good. I stopped by there on the way home today, kids. Yes. Common denominator. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this problem, by the way. The common denominator is xy. So I'm going to put an xy next to each one of these. As soon as you're done with that, the problem is easy. Watch. This x cancels with this x. It leaves me y. Why? Because that's what it leaves me. Dumb question. Why do you keep asking dumb questions? These y's cancel, leaves me 3x. You didn't ask about that, did you? 3x. And this xy cancels this xy, leaves me 2. Now, just because that's not in the same order as that doesn't mean this is not the right answer. Choice 4. Moving on, kids. Oh, I was going to show you 2 different ways. I know you guys are anxious, so those of you who want to just keep going, hit the fast forward button. Otherwise, let me show you, for those of you that are learning for this June, for the June exam, what you're going to want to do is do something like this. 2.1. Who cares what number you pick? It doesn't matter. We'll put something in for x. We'll put in 3.53. We'll put that in for y. By the way, you definitely should have checked every one of your answers. Now, control division. What's the first one? 1 over x. Oh, I know, kids. Cut me some slack. What the heck's going on? 1 over x. Ding, 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 ding. Plus control division. 3 over y. Stop asking why. Control division. Make sure it looks exactly like, oh, something's not right there. Maybe that is. 2 over x. You can't write xy. You have to write x times y. Oops, why do we have 2xy? Ooh, the 2 should be up on top. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got to be careful. What the heck? Son of a... Control division. I'm going to put all my divisions in there. And then I'm going to go this plus control division all over control division. Okay, now we got a better one. So 1, let me do this. 1, what? Control Z. Can I do that? 1 over x. I think what's happening is my pointer is pointing at too much stuff. 3 over y. 2 over x times y. Now you get some stupid answer like 4.915, but just check what you came up with. Control division. 3x plus, where is it? Y all over 2. Oh look, same dumb answer. Didn't need a calculator for that problem. Oh yeah. Oh, I mean you didn't even need your brain for that calculation. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh, zoom. Okay, which of these does not represent a function? Again, here we go again. Not represent a function. Not. Okay, y'all need to leave me alone. I'm making the video right now. It's like my 4th person texting me wanting this video. Gosh, kids. Anyway, here we go. Hold on. This is an important text update. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Does not represent a function. For those of you that just want the answer right away, the answer is choice 3. Now, for those of you that want to know why, it's because this 5 is going to 2 different places, and the rules for functions are it can only go to one domain, can map only to one range. This one here is a function, but it's not one-to-one. This one here is a one-to-one function, but who cares, because that's not what they're asking about. And this one here is a function, but it is not one-to-one. This is the only one that is not a function. This is a function, this is a function, and this is a function. All right, moving on, chillin'. Oh my, this wasn't bad at all. Okay, so they said it was broken up into 8 segments. 8 segments. That means each of these is equally as likely to get selected. So therefore, the probability of B is 1/8. The probability of not B, let's call it not B, is 7/8. Hence the 1/8 and 7/8. I don't even know what the heck those things are. Those are dumb. The 1/8 and 7/8 in the problems. Okay, so if you picked one of these, sorry, I don't know what you were thinking. Ding, 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 ding. Anyway, so what we use is we use this formula. It's on the formula sheet. It's just really complicated. I don't even know if some of your teachers teach it to you. It's right here. Oh, yeah, well, that's not really it. So let's go back. Page 4, page 3, page 3. Oh my gosh, you're a pain in the neck. So anyway, what we use is the formula, and we're going to spin it 5 times. So we're going to 5 spins. We want to choose or choose 3 of them, and to be successful on. And in this first parentheses goes the probability of being successful, and you remember that goes there. And how many other spins are there? Well, there's a total of 5 spins. I'm using 3 spins that I want to be successful for, so that means I have to have 2 spins for when I'm not. So that is choice 4. Let me just trickle check. Yep. Heaven forbid I go too fast and not make a mistake, and I don't want to do that. Okay, we're on. Now, this next problem is another typical example of a problem that can be done with zero mathematical function, just using your noggin, but we're going to do it using math first. Then I'll cheat a little bit just to check my answer. Checking answers are awesome. At any rate, if you remember correctly, kids, negative exponents, this negative exponent has nothing to do with being negative. Therefore, oh man, if I was making this up, I would have put an I in there just to mess with you kids. But anyway, I digress. Let's rewrite. Cube root. Remember, it's a cube root, not a square root. Of 27. Now, the a to the 6 comes down here because that's what negative exponents do. B cubed c squared. Now, I'm going to take care of the easy stuff. This is 3. This is B, and this is A. How many of them have a 3B on top and an A? By the way, the cube root of 27 is 3, so it's just 3. So how many of them have a 3B? Only 3B, not this one, not this one. This one has a 3B. Ah. Oh, by the way, it should be A squared. I apologize. A squared, because there's 6 of them. That means there's 2. A squared. Okay, so it's got to be choice 1 or choice 4. Now, wait a second. I took the cube root of 27. It's just 3. That means there's no number left in here. That means it can't be this choice. It has to be this choice. And if you remember correctly, if you have a 2 that's a power and 3 that's a root, that's equal to 2/3 as an exponent. Do you want to cheat? Oh, of course you do. So let's take 2.1 and we'll stow that into A. Enter. 3.4. Who cares what the number is? Don't make it negative. That would be dumb. We'll stow that into B. And let's stow something fun into C, like 6.1. Actually, in this case, negatives wouldn't make a difference because you can take the cube root of a negative number. So it really wouldn't make a difference. It's still kind of dumb. So we're going to do the cube root. That's this one. What the heck? Forgot to type in the C. Whatever. Leave me alone. C. Okay, hello, I get it. I'm making a mistake. Oh, kids, this is what happens when you move too fast. I completely forgot what number I typed in, so we're going 6.4. C. Enter. Okay, I must have hit the delete button or something. So we're going to go control square cube root. We're going to hit in a cube root. Oh, come on, you son of a so-and-so and such and such. Yo, kids, I'm about to get crazy. When I'm about to get crazy, that's good English, I drink my Brugger's coffee. So let's see if I can put that 3 in there now. Weird. I don't seem to be able to put that 3 in there. Dink, dink. 3. 3, yay! And then we're going to put in 27. It deleted it again. Let's see if I can hit Control Z. Oh, yeah. Okay, somehow we're getting 27. Oh, it's like, there we go. 27. A. Raised to the negative 6. Move over. B. Cubed. C. Squared. And you get, whoa! That's a cool number. And all you got to do is check your answer. Control division. 3. B. Times C raised to the, oh, we got a fraction. Let's see if I can get this fraction in there. 2/3 all over A squared. Hopefully we get the same ridiculous answer. There it is. I didn't even need to do math. Moving on, children. Okay, so this is nothing more than, can you plug in and do you know what a percentage is? Why am I not? Sometimes this computer, see what I'm talking about, kids? You all are appreciating of all this work I'm doing, and I'm killing myself on this old laptop, which is driving me crazy. Okay, so here we go. We got this formula. We have this formula. It's right here. A equals PRT. It's a continuous A compounding continuously formula used in money. Someday when you're making money, you'll remember that. So what we're going to do is we're going to invest $5,000. That's our principal. That goes in for P. And in for T is 18 years, and it says T is in years. And then there's 4%. And this one right here is the trick to the whole thing. You got to know that 4% is 0.04. So in order to get this right, you got to go $5,000 times e to the 0.04 times 18. And yes, that's a 4. Leave me alone. So 5,000 times e to the 0.04 times 18. Press enter. Get $10,272.17. Buddied. That means done. Some cool kid told me that one time. All right. So this problem here, I'm going to do this one right here. So this first fraction is simple, but I am going to put it in parentheses so I don't make any dumb mistakes. But this second fraction, first of all, we got a negative, which I don't like. So what I'm going to do is change. I'm going to change that into a positive and put that negative up there. But this thing is backwards. I don't like it backwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out a negative 2. Now, by factoring out a negative, what I am in effect doing is switching the order of this. Now, if you don't believe me, let's check it. We'll take negative 2 times x. Would you agree that's negative 2x? And negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Okay, so that's what I did. Now, here's where the cool stuff is. See how we got 2 negatives here? That really just makes a positive. So now we're ready to rock and roll. Now, the common denominator is 2x minus 1. Well, this one already has an x minus 1. What it's missing is the 2. So we got to put a 2 there and a 2 there. Now it's an easy problem. We keep the denominator 2x minus 1, and all we do with the numerator is just add them up. 2x plus 1. And you're thinking to yourself, God, Krause, that was really hard. Not. Let's go back to lazy land. For those of you that just wanted to know, boy, the way the answer is, those of you just wanted to know, the answer is right here. It's choice 4. Let me just triple check. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Oh, I picked the wrong one. See? Dumb mistake, kids. Dumb mistake. The right answer is right here. See, I picked the one with the minus, but it's a plus. All right, so I picked the dumb mistake. So what am I saying? Who knows? I keep talking smack. So what am I saying is this. Let's stow any number in for x. 2.23. We'll stow that into x. Again, I don't really care what the number is. It makes no difference. The calculator does all the work. So we're going to type this original problem in. Control division. X divided by x minus 1. Bamp, bamp, bamp. Minus control division 1 over 2 minus 2x. Hit enter. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. Who cares? Shut up. Control division. Now let's put in our answer. Our answer was 2x plus 1. By the way, had I accidentally typed in choice 4 or answered choice 4 and did this work, I would know for certain that I got it wrong because the number wouldn't match. You had to enter. They have to match. There they are. They match. I didn't even have to know how to do work. Shh, don't tell anybody you don't have to know how to work some of the problems. Shh. Going on to 8, kids. 9. Number 9. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do this one No. This is a tough problem. Tough problem. Okay, so I'm going to show you why this is a tough problem. And I'm going to show you a graphic way to do it. This was a tricky question. This was a tricky question. For those of you who just want the answer's 2. But what you need to do is, we'll do this algebraically and then we'll do it graphically. Either way, it's kind of tricky. So algebraically, I'm just going to take this, which is y, and stow it in there for y. So I get 2x squared minus x plus 2 squared, because that's really y squared, equals 8. And then this is 2x squared minus, and then this thing becomes x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 8. I get 2x squared minus x squared minus 4x minus 4 equals 8. Now when I clean all this up, I get x squared minus 4x. Oh, that's what I didn't do earlier. Minus 12. So this is x minus 2, x plus 2, and x minus 6. So maybe it wasn't as hard as I thought it was. I had actually made a mistake myself, but I knew the answer was 2. So I get 2x values. I get 2y values. There it is. Plug them in. You get, they both work. 2 works. Another way to do this graphically would be to go like this and say, okay, I'm going to hopefully graph x plus 2. And that's the easy part. The other part's a little bit more tricky. I got to solve for y. So I do 2x squared minus 8 equals y squared. I just move this over. You take the square root of some things, but I know your teacher told you when you take the square root, you have to put a plus and minus. So if I'm going to graph this, I got 2 more functions to graph. I have to graph the square root of 2x squared minus 8, hit enter, and then I got to graph, oh, right there you get 2 answers, and then tab negative the square root of 2x squared minus 8. So I'll be going over a problem like that with my kids, and there's that. And if you just grab these a little bit, you'll see that they actually hit in 2 different places, at -2 and at over here at 6. Not a big deal. Common difference. Okay, so here we go again. Why you do this, I don't know. It's loving me, loving me, loving me. All right, so this is just asking about common difference, okay? So let's take out the crazy hat and let's realize that common difference means subtraction. Stupid answers. We just want to subtract one from another. So I can take this and subtract this, or I can take this and, that was weird, and subtract this. And that's this one. And that's the answer, choice 2. That was an easy one. Common difference, subtract. I'm going to guess a lot of you missed question 11, and I'm going to show you why. It's right here. It's this word right here. Now, I know most of you have probably learned the formula S equals theta r, where this is the arc length. This is the angle in radians. And this is not the diameter, it is the radius. So what I have to do is take 4 pi over 3, S equals, times not 24, but 12. And if I do that, 12 over 1, this goes in here 4 times, and I end up with 16 pi. All right, children, let's see here. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. I'm going to do it the algebraic way. So I'm going to do 4 absolute value of 2x plus 6 is less than 32. Divide both sides by 4, and I get the weird thing alone. Now we split it. 2x plus 6 less than 8. 2x plus 6 greater than negative 8. 2x is greater than 2, or x is greater than 1. That's half of it. Nope. Nope. Yep. And yep. Oh. Oh. What the heck am I doing? All right. Chink. Chink. It's supposed to be less than. Sorry, kids. Sorry. Less than. We don't switch the sign when you divide by 2. That's dumb. So less than 1. Sorry, this one's still good. But this one is not. Now we do this one. Subtract 6. We get 2x is greater than negative 14. Divide by 2, I get x is greater than negative 7. The only time you flip the sign is when you divide by a negative. And the right answer is choice 2. Another way to do this is just to set this equal to 0. So you get 4 absolute value of 2x plus 6 minus 32. And you want to see where is, and then I'm out of space and my head's probably in the way, is less than 0. So if you take up the calculator, oh, I keep forgetting every time I bring that calculator up, it's probably in my way. I'm going to have to move my head. Oh, shoot. Anyway, let me bring this over here. One less time I have to move my head. Tab. No. Graph. So if I graph that thing, it was 4 absolute value of 2x plus 6. Whoa. All right. Tab. 4. My thing's going crazy. See, you tell me I don't need a new computer. Absolute value of 2x plus 6, and then outside minus 32. And I hit enter, and it graphs, and you'll notice that it is less than 0 or negative between -7 and +1. So, and if you grab this, and you'll see that it's negative down in here in between. Anyway, that's another way to do it. All right, next page. Making sure I'm getting these right. Next page. Almost done with the first video, kids. Next one's coming. The sum of the roots. If you remember correctly, the sum of the roots is negative b over a. Well, b is 6. So it's negative 6 over a, which is negative 3. Well, negative 6 divided by negative 3 is 2. Bam! That was an easy problem. All right. So this next one's going to require a little bit more work. Let me blow up things a little bit. So we have 1,000 students on a standardized test that are normally distributed. That normally distributed is important because the normally distributed allows us to go look at the normal distribution curve. So we've got 1,000 kids under this curve, where the mean is 50 and the standard deviation is 5. So that's 1 standard deviation up, and 2 standard deviations up gets us to this 60. We want greater than 60. So as we're filling in our curve, we want all of this. We want the part that's greater than 60, which is 1 plus 2 standard deviations. So we have to go to our formula sheet, and we got to find those standard deviation lines. Let's do it in green. Here's 1 standard deviation. So that would have been the 55. And here's 2 standard deviations. There's the 60. So what part do we want? We want all of this. So that's 2.3%. 2.3%. That's important that you remember that. I have no idea what page we're on. There we go. We want this 2.3%. Well, what I do is I take 1,000 and I multiply it by 0.023 because that's 2.3%. So, no, you don't need your calculator, but for those of you that do, 1,000, not 10,000, 1,000 times 0.023, enter 23 students. Cha-cham. And that's problems 1 through 14. All right, kids, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, or just hit the next video. I hope you rocked it. I really do. I hope you rocked it. Come back for the next video. Bye.